This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I want to talk about um, this whole nonsense about when I sit here and I give you guys the breakdown of Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia. We have a whole bunch of haters out here, like the Brandon Strongs of the worlds and all these other Rudy Poo and Plum Brain Mikey Garcia fanboys that want to sit here and say that when I do videos, I don't give substance. I want my real G's out here in these boxing streets to correct these Rudy Poo and these Plum Brains. Some of them are not even Mikey Garcia fanboys, but for the most part, the other ones are just haters and trolls and the Mikey Garcia fanboys. Comment below and let me know. Am I lacking substance when I talk about this boxing match? Because from what I'm seeing from the real G's out here in these boxing streets, I don't see that. I've told you guys the reason why Errol Spence is going to beat Mikey Garcia. I mean, what part of English do these dodo heads don't get? Errol Spence is the bigger guy. Errol Spence has the Energizer Bunny battery pack on his back. Errol Spence has way more stamina. Mikey Garcia lacks stamina. I mean, come on, this is what we call breaking down boxing. If this is not breaking down boxing, I don't know what breaking down boxing is. But let me continue. We've seen once Mikey Garcia goes into the championship rounds of 7 rounds and higher, his ability to keep his stamina and his endurance wanes. This is why he did the snack program, conditioning. We understand that. We know the magnitudes of that. Errol Spence has been doing this snack training times infinity since he was 14 years old. Damn near the man is sparring 18 rounds right now as we speak. And you know what the Rudy Poo and the Plum Brain Mikey Garcia fanboys are running at right now? Oh, Errol Spence is weight draining. But Errol Spence cuts from 180 to 190 pounds to 147 every time. He's assimilated to that. He's used to doing that. So how is he weight draining himself? When somebody's weight drained, they look weak. They look frail. We've been seeing the press conferences, even the latest one on Fox Go. How does Errol Spence look? He looks fresh. He does not look like someone that's weight drained. He looks like someone that's lean to me. And anyone who doesn't have eyes is going to make up whatever they want to make up. So now we're getting these weight draining stories from these flip-floppers on YouTube that are trying to find any and every little thing because they know that they're losing their arguments each and every single day because I've kept the foot on the what? On the necks. I've kept the foot on the what? On the necks of these Rudy Poo and Pum Brains. I'm making them come correct. So in forcing them to come correct, they're triple back dancing and triple buck dancing at the highest levels. Mikey Garcia has awkward footwork. This is what boxing breakdown is. I'm breaking down his glaring deficiencies. The man likes to sit there in the distance, in the pocket, and counter you all day. If you watch Mikey Garcia fights, you will see that. Mikey Garcia does not like close quarter contact. He does not like being in situations where he's hanging off the ropes and somebody has him smothered and they're landing shots on them. You can gain success. Errol Spence is the master of cutting off the ring. This is how Errol Spence is going to win the fight. Because all you got to do is look at the Salido fight when Salido was landing awkward shots on Mikey Garcia. I said it before. Mikey Garcia has that same bad, awkward footwork like a Keith Thurman. When they're going on the back foot, instead of them going away and slipping the punches, they go into the lane to where punches can land on them. This is how Josecito Lopez was having success against Keith Thurman. This is how, Leonard Bundu was able to have the success and land the body shot that he did on Keith Thurman. See, I know what I'm talking about here. I'm not just running my mouth. Mikey Garcia has that same deficiency, but people want to sit here and act like he's a super slick fighter like a Floyd Mayweather where he can just slip punches and he could just make punches seem like they're just not landing. Mikey Garcia is not that slick. He's not that fluid with his footwork. His back foot game is atrocious. I'm pointing out deficiencies here. This is boxing breakdown right here. I want my real G's out here to tell me if I'm not breaking this thing down. You dodo head, the Brandon Strongs of the world, you dodo head. This is boxing breakdown. I'm pointing out the problems with Mikey Garcia. Errol Spence is the bigger guy. He's the stronger guy. He's the proven guy at 147 pounds. Mikey Garcia's never fought at 147 pounds. There's too many advantages that bodes in the favor of Errol Spence. Errol Spence is the more athletic guy. Errol Spence has the reach advantage. Errol Spence has the height advantage. Errol Spence has the speed advantage. I mean, come on. I'm pointing out too many things here that's in the advantage of Errol Spence and the reason why he's going to win the fight. Mikey Garcia is slow. Like a Canelo Alvarez, he is non-athletic. I don't know what it is that's in that Mexican stock, but a lot of these fighters, a lot of Mexican fighters are non-athletic. The most athletic fighter I've seen that come out of Mexico is a Ryan Garcia. And he has some otherworldly speed. That's why Floyd Mayweather's trying to get his ass. He's the only one I've seen that has some kind of athleticism like he's a black fighter. But all of these other guys, they have this come forward style. That's why Mikey Garcia did not want to face a guy like Terrence Crawford. This is why, because Terrence Crawford is the superior boxer. Terrence Crawford would have made life look embarrassing for the likes of a Mikey Garcia. That's why he always diss Terrence Crawford and say, when he's talking about, oh, I don't want to fight guys that come in there and they don't come forward and it's a boring fight. No, it's because those guys would make you look stupid in the square circle. They would be teaching you a boxing lesson and you don't want that. That's what a Terrence Crawford would do. You saw when Terrence Crawford confronted Robert Garcia and told Robert Garcia, you know, I beat the brakes off your brother. I whoop his ass like I did in the 2006 amateurs. But see, this is a different story with Errol Spence. Errol Spence is not going to whoop Mikey Garcia. He's going to decapitate him because Errol Spence throws thudding, power, technical punching placement, and body snatching work, blows. This is how he dismantles his opponents. If I'm Errol Spence, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Mikey Garcia is the little guy. You don't need to go out of the norm and try to show boxing skills. Fuck that. This motherfucker will not be able to withstand your power. We've heard the Barry Hunters of the world mention that Errol Spence has taken down light heavyweights. He spars heavyweights. Kenny Porter has attested to this. Barry Hunter has attested to this. And these people out here that want to sit here like the IBFPs or whatever the fuck their name is and try to give you this false sense of Mikey Garcia is going to win a 12-round decision. He's not even going to make it past 6 rounds. I got 5th round TKO stoppage. And the reason being is because Earl's going to hurt that boy. Like Derrick James said, you go into a 12-round fight with Errol Spence, you are not the same fighter. And that's true. Y'all do me a favor and watch that recent press conference on Fox Go. Because Errol Spence laughed at Mikey Garcia. Go look at his exchange with Derrick James and how they were just laughing. Because they know what they about to do to this cat. They about to straight ram-a-lang his ass. That's what's about to happen March 16. We know the saying. Man down. Strap season. Flatline. Hulk. Smash. And there are no two ways around that bad boy. Via what? 5th round TKO stoppage. And book that motherfucker. And like I said, my real G's out here in these boxing streets, check and balance all these motherfuckers that want to come in here and act like I'm not breaking this thing down like the mad scientist that I am. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.